Hey guys, Ray from Lovey RV and Boat. So, haven't had an update for a little while. We're still in the boat yard. Today was actually the day we were hoping to launch, but I've been working on a lot of stuff, so we've delayed it about a week. One of the big things I wanted to do was polish the hull. So I got my polisher and did that. Quite a big job. And slowly waxing it now, but that'll give it a nice protective coating. We also had the bottom painter from last year come back and just touch up a few spots here. That's where it was sitting on these last year, so we didn't have time to properly put the bottom paint on that and the protective undercoating, and there's a few spots that needed to be fixed up. So took care of that, a little bit on the edging there. And there was a bit of a repair needed that was hiding underneath the keel at this point as well. So we had that. Another big project was to get the swim platform all back up, and was sanding out the swim platform. So we got that all looking nice again, and we replaced the rope. I have a little bit of a decorative, a little bit of a bumper on that. It looks kind of cool. Also been patching things on the dinghy here. Last year, one section developed a slow leak, which was annoying because it was the section that actually sits on the davits. So make sure I get that fixed before I put it back up. So I found a few under here, put a nice patch there, but there's one more tiny pinhole. It takes a few days to show up. So take care of that today. Storage room's looking a bit more empty now, as we're also loading the boat with stuff. Got some cushions and life jackets left to go. That'll be pretty well it. Go through our supplies and see what we want to take as well. Let's take you up into the boat. Let me see what's going on. I've just been testing my solar systems today because it's a nice sunny day. Let's see, this is from last year. I came up with this using kayak holders to hold a 400-watt portable solar panel with some foam to protect the railing. So I deploy that when we're at an anchorage, and then I take it down when we travel. Works pretty good. It's easy to put on and take off, which is nice in case the wind kicks up. But it can actually handle quite a bit of wind. Yeah, so here's the swim platform. Again, did a really sweet job on that. I took off all the hardware and kind of sanded it down, made it look pretty again. So Ding can soon get up and attach to these. And also we redid the swim ladder under here. That hardware, put new screws and things, cleaned up the hardware. Oh. Yeah, there's that solar panel. I also run a line through it, just to fail safe in case, so it doesn't fall overboard. Got our crab trap and our fishing net sits there. I have my generator there. And this year I've changed the barbecue situation. We did have one of those marine barbecue stainless mounted up there. The burner failed and I wasn't gonna like resurrect it, so taking it off, and I'm just gonna use my new Weber that I got for RVing. So my plan is I can just take it off and I can sit it right on the deck here. It's a nice place to stand and barbecue anyway. And I have a convenient place to plug into. I have the propane tank here and the cover from my Outland fire bowl. So sorting out our dock lines here. And then I've put back the two 200-watt Bouge RV fin panels. That worked really well last year. I just bungeed them in place so I can quickly take them down if the wind's really bad. I usually take them down if it gets really stormy. Another couple additions on the mast here. I've put in a newer rear camera, and I've also put in a floodlight. We didn't have much lighting on the boat, so I've wired them into the anchor light circuits, captured power from there. I can turn those on and off with a switch. And I'm working on a forward floodlight for Anne. I'm going to put a switch on her dash here, and she'll be able to turn this one on and off, which will help if at night we're having to mess around with the anchor or anything. It'll be nice. And the rear flood if we have to get into the dinghy, or say we're, having to do some rescue maneuvers, just kind of as a safety thing. So let's go down and show you the inside. Starting to look good though. We just didn't want to rush out there. It's easier to do things on land, so that's nice. There we go. Starting to look like a nice boat in here again compared to the last few videos. We've got our cushions done. Anne's gone through all this umbrella material and treated it with protectant. I put the curtains back and everything. There's some pool noodles here. You find these seats really hurt your legs right here because they kind of dig into your legs. So what we've done with some of the cushions is we put a pool noodle under just to give you a little more rise there, make it a little more comfortable. I'll just show you that camera. I also installed a USB port here. Just turn that on, and then that brings up there. I turn on the anchor light down here, anchor light circuit. I should get a rear view going on. There we go. So this is last year I had a different one. I had it in, now I've used that totally for the engine compartment cameras, and I have a dedicated one here for rear. There's sometimes we have to come down here if it's rough weather, and it's kind of hard to see out the back, so I put this for Anne so she can see what's going on behind, see if anybody's coming up behind. And this is a Bite Tango one, so from Halo View, so it's a 1080p resolution, also records, so that'll be pretty nice. Actually pretty good looking picture. I'll take you in the forward cabin here. It's usually how we set this up. This side is my tool side, and then this is where all our anchor chain lives. There's a lot of chain in there. Sometimes I have to come down and mess with it when it's coming in and out, so I keep an old towel there. And then we kind of protect the nice umbrella cushions. I put an old blanket here, and we have an old cushion here. We can actually sleep up here, but it's not, I don't really like it. It gets a lot of noise at anchor when you're the water's slapping against. It's much more comfortable in the rear cabin. And we don't really get guests very often or anything, so we utilize this side for mostly our food. We'll have our fresh veggies and fruits in here, and then we'll have all kinds of canned goods and dry goods all stacked along there. Got some craft dinner there, just in case. I like to keep that just in case we're somewhere stranded, start running out of food, at least we won't starve. I'll show you the bathroom. So Anne did a really good job this year. She did all the trim in the bathroom, and she redid the doors and trim around the sink, cleaned up the sink. So that's all really nice. This is the one we shower in. I showed you that in other videos. Oh, look at the engine room. Just cleaning this floor. Today's a floor cleaning day because it's nice and warm. I got some Murphy's oil soap. Gonna clean it up. This section's usually where we keep all our electronics and computers and stuff. I usually keep a Blue Eddy box up here for charging. I have lots of different solar controllers and batteries and stuff on board, so I'm going to do a dedicated video to that once I get my system kind of dialed in for this year. Right now I'm testing a Bouge portable air conditioner that we got to check out this year, so that's why this room is closed. So looks like right now it's 24 in here and it's 21 in there, so it has cooled it a bit. Let's go in here. Oh yeah, feels nice in there. So this is pumping in cold air right now. This is one of our portholes. I have the air conditioner running outside. Stuff some foam in there. It's kind of nice because it keeps the noise outside and not so much clutter in here. This is our main sleeping cabin. This can open here. Hatch and little stairs can be set up. Got our bed back together, washed all the bedding stuff. Not quite made yet. And then here's the forward, or the aft cabin head. Don't use this too much, and uses it mostly sink stuff for doing her face and stuff. And then there's a toilet that goes straight overboard in this one. The forward one has the holding tank and a macerator, so this is if we need to have a quick wee sometimes in the middle of the night. So yeah, let's go out and show you that air conditioner. Okay, so this year I have another solar panel that I can deploy in different areas. It's a Blue Yeti 200 watt. I can plug it into my machines and recharge them, or with another cable I can add it into one of my other systems. So I'm just testing that out on the bow. And over here, there's the air conditioner system. Well, there you go. We'll catch up for you. Pretty soon we'll be launched and out for our adventures on coastal BC. Stay tuned, everyone. Cheers.